I'll take you inside coming up.
It's a popular blogging site, but now Tumblr won't work on campus.
The Department of Performing Arts is brewing up a wicked production. Phoenix 14 has a backstage look at Macbeth. Winter term is winding down, but we're still working on all the news you need to know before the break. I'm Brian Mazursky.
And I'm Scarlett Fakar. Phoenix 14 News starts right now. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. Before the winter break, Tumblr, a blogging site, was easily accessible and working fine.
But lately, students on campus using the popular blogging site have been experiencing some technical difficulties. Our Ryan Green has more.
Tumblr is a blogging site that is gaining popularity. It's set up more like a diary and has more customary features than similar sites like Facebook. Freshman Anna von Wodke is an avid Tumblr user.
It's just so much more personal. Like, Facebook definitely has its uses and, it's great for keeping up with people, but Tumblr is just this, tool for expression.
But now it can't be used as a tool for expression because the site isn't working properly on campus.
Even when I'm signed into Tumblr and click on my own blog, the page still doesn't load.
So sad, that I had this method to meet new people and, learn different things about the world, and now I can't do that.
And it's not just on personal laptops that Tumblr blogs aren't loading. The same problem happens in classrooms and in the library, and many students want to know why.
I called the tech center or the tech help desk, and they were just a lot of people have called about this and we're working on it. So I don't really know what that means. I hope they are.
Chris Fulkerson, the Vice President of Technology, tells us that Elon does not block Tumblr and that they have reached out to the blogging site to resolve the issue. Ryan Green, Phoenix 14 News.
We also got in touch with Tumblr, and an email from Tumblr support said the fact that you are getting a browser error message rather than a Tumblr error message makes it very likely that this is a network issue outside of Tumblr than a problem with Tumblr. Tumblr support emailed us again this afternoon to say an engineer is looking into the problem. Phoenix 14 News will keep you updated on the story as we find out more.
Last week, we introduced you to two anti-piracy bills waiting to be voted on in Congress. After several websites were blacked out Wednesday in protest of that legislation, lawmakers have decided to put a hold on those bills. The bills, known as SOPA and PIPA, were aimed at curbing access to overseas websites that traffic pirated content and counterfeit products, mostly movies and music.
Newt Gingrich won Saturday's GOP South Carolina primary. His victory came at the end of a wild week for politics and cut back Mitt Romney's momentum from the previous two primaries. Gingrich won 40.4% of the votes. Romney came in second with 27.8%. Rick Santorum won 17%, Ron Paul won 13%, and Rick Perry only won 0.4% of the votes cast in the primary. The candidates turn their attention to Florida now for the primary on January 31st.
A new study reveals how dangerous it has become to walk and enjoy your favorite music at the same time. Our Don Grenice reports.
Driving distractions can include everything from cell phones to adjusting the radio to even putting on makeup while on the road. But this past year, one of the most distracting devices were headphones. A newly released study from online journal Injury Prevention shows that in the past 6 years, injuries related to headphone use have tripled.
I was actually coming from behind the gym from the Performing Arts Center.
Elon sophomore Sophia Smith has been in a situation where headphones distracted her and almost caused an injury.
There was a golf cart, one of the maintenance ones coming down the thing. And I was walking with someone else, but I had my headphones in. I didn't notice, and he stopped me. He was like, "Whoa," and I looked up, and it was right in front of me.
According to the study, headphones can prevent us from concentrating on the task at hand, whether that be concentrating on the road or just trying to cross it.
I was running with my team, and we were just, I was kind of towards the end of the line.
Freshman Ashton Gill was almost hit by a car here on campus during a run with the cross-country team while she was listening to her headphones.
He didn't really see us, and we really didn't see him. We just kind of kept running. And no one got hurt. It was just he had to slam on the brakes, and we just had to stop really quickly and but that probably could have been avoided if we didn't have our headphones in.
The recent study uses individual cases that resulted in deaths on the road and by railroad tracks to prove its point. Luckily, these two Elon students avoided injury before becoming a statistic. Don Gurnice, Phoenix 14 News.
If you're looking for a safer way to enjoy your music while walking, listening with just one earbud in allows pedestrians to be more aware of their surroundings. The American Psychiatric Association is considering a new definition of autism that may exclude many from health, social, and educational services. The current definition qualifies a person for autism if they exhibit at least 6 of 12 behaviors that include deficits in social interaction, communication, and repetitive behaviors. The proposed definition says a person would have to exhibit 3 deficits in social interaction and communication and at least 2 repetitive behaviors.
From residence halls to a new dining facility, upgrades are happening all across campus. I took a look into what's happening with career services and the new Student Professional Development Center.
It's a very good resource to kind of tap into.
That's how senior Kristen Green feels about career services, and now after moving, it's a better resource than ever. The 5,000 square foot Student Professional Development Center is the new home to career services. It contains a welcoming lobby, the Ellenberg Room for large-scale events, a recruitment lounge, sufficient offices for their growing staff, and more.
We think it's a state-of-the-art facility.
From their old office space across campus to their new space in Mosley, Career Services will keep the focus on helping students find jobs with new features, including recruitment interview rooms and a new classroom for job enhancement courses.
Our goal is to, first of all, to address the needs of the students at a higher level than ever before.
Tom Brinkley, Executive Director of Corporate and Employer Relations, believes the upgrades will propel the center to be the best in schools similar to Elon.
The combination of all of these developments and all of the effort and the commitment that the university has made will really help prepare students for that long-term career, not just that first job.
Kristen Green takes advantage of career services for an important reason.
I'm a first-generation college student. I don't really have any resources at home to help me with this kind of stuff.
Because of the help she's received at the center, Green says she feels confident about entering graduate school very soon.
So I want to make sure that I'm getting as much help as possible and making sure that I'm doing the right thing and staying on top of what I need to be doing.
Brian, if you would like to see the new space for yourself, an open house for students is scheduled for February 8th. The staff of the new Student Professional Development Center encourages all students to take a trip into the office and schedule appointments for career help.
Last week, the Huffington Post released a list of the 10 most hated companies in America based on consumer ratings. Data came from 24/7 Wall Street, which reviewed a lengthy list of corporations. Coming in at number 10 of the list is Netflix, followed by Sears, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, and Best Buy. Goldman Sachs made the list at number 5, and cell phone companies Nokia and AT&T came in at 4 and 3 respectively. Number 2 is American Airlines, and the most hated company in America is Facebook.
I know it has its ups and downs, and I know especially when they had the big change to the timeline and stuff that people did not really appreciate that. But between that and Twitter, they're the 2 biggest social medias, and that's the way to keep in touch.
Ratings were based on customer satisfaction, brand quality, and financial status.
The new year has hardly begun, but CNN Money has already named the year's top 100 companies to work for. Here's a look at the top 10. Number 10 on the list is Quicken Loans, followed by CHG Healthcare Services, Recreational Equipment, Camden Property Trust, and NetApp. Coming in at number 5 is Edward Jones. Wegmans Food Markets is number 4. SAS Institute, with company headquarters in Cary, comes in at number 3. Number 2 is Boston Consulting Group, and for the 3rd year in a row, the best company to work for is Google.
Today is the Chinese New Year, and it marks the start of the Year of the Dragon. China celebrated the end of the Year of the Rabbit on Sunday before welcoming the Dragon today. Chinese New Year is the most important traditional Chinese holiday, and the holiday marks the end of the winter season and the beginning of spring.
Coming up on Phoenix 14 News. The men's basketball team was looking to end a 2-game losing streak. Find out if they won on Saturday later in sports.
And a wicked production of Macbeth is being performed in the Black Box. Later, we'll take you behind the scenes.
Who says fairy tales only exist in books and movies? After the break, we'll introduce you to a man who made his fairy tale dream come true.